Hush now. The Battle Brothers are sleeping. Alright, that's enough of that. Time to wake up. We have some assessing to do. Assessing how miserable we are. Alright, after assessing for 2 seconds, I can confirm. We are miserable. Miserable in spirit, but not in gear. Already got some pretty high-end weaponry, including one of the best axes. In my opinion, I love this axe. Take it to the late game. Very fortunate to have that. Swords, morning stars, pikes. Oh my, oh me, oh my. So we're doing good in that regard. Where we're not doing good is morale, which already closed out of the window, but we just caught up with our indebted being more than our Manhunters only recently. So before that, my Manhunters have been getting cranky. No one was there to change their diapers or whatever. So, yeah, we need to have time to fix that. We need tools. We're out. We don't have much armor. Barely have any, but the armor we do have, a lot of it's broken. This is just a robe. This is just casual wear for the common citizen. We can't even fix that. Can't patch it up. So broken down and dirty. What I have noticed is, why wear a tattered sackcloth when you can wear a full sackcloth? So you know that strategy. We got a lot of stuff to sell, but we need to wait till morning. And then this 2,500 crowns I currently have will all disappear. Dawn of a new day in the city. A city that has ambushed trade routes. Not the best for buying stuff, but does mean we could sell. And oh boy, do we have to sell some headgear. Too much headgear, quite frankly. We don't need all of that. A lot of weapons, most of which we won't be using. Alright, slim down our stuff a bit. You'll notice we still have quite a lot because, you know, we're gonna have a lot of bros. I like these scythes, I just don't have anyone to use them yet. Let us check what we all are excited for, which is absolutely no indebted. Yay! Let us see. Deliver cargo master. Deliver the cargo. No, deliver stuff to a cargo master in Dahab up there. I could do that, except I believe I was up there earlier. They didn't have indebted. Game plan. First and foremost, we accept that. Second of all, look in the temple. But one day. Origin, schmorigin. Fatigue ain't the worst. Fatigue loss ain't the worst, so I won't deal with that. Now, we're gonna take this mission to Dahab solely because it gives us time to rest. We're too wounded, we're too disgruntled, we need a bit of a breather. The bonus is on the way, we might be able to pick and choose some fights for us. Right there. There is our calling card. A few cutthroats and some outlaws, so at worst case, 4 outlaws. Not terrible. What is terrible is our dudes. But we can still manage that fight. My only concern this coming fight is Origin here, who low on health currently. 41. Funnily enough, that's what most of Dead Star was. Zucchini here has 46 max, so really that's not that low. I'd say we're good to take on this fight. Actually, retreat. If we can manage to heal maybe 1 or 2 of our injuries before we face them, that would be a blessing. Alright, that procced, and no injuries were healed. Awesome. That's great. That's what I wanted. I could lure them to some dudes in a city here, but I really want all the loot. And some of the level ups. Who's our max level guy? Let's take a look real quick. I've sifted through everybody, and you will notice level 4 is the max. We need some levels. I'm willing to risk this fight. I will retreat if I do not like it. Alright, first off, I do not enjoy how many of them have pretty beefy helmets on. This would be cool if we could have them, but fat chance of that. Good, they're coming towards us. So now we have the slight advantage there. Let's keep waiting. Now, if I wait, this dude with the axe particularly will not be able to move and strike us from here. This guy will. I'll have to move from him. However, not moving forward lets them move up. While they might not be able to attack as much, they will throw sand in my face, which I believe does lower our damage output. I'm leaning towards falling back a bit. And Jeff will spear wall, so that way they are enticed to not go around the corner. Or at least if they do, they're going to waste a lot of time that their comrades could use to not die. One mistake I did make is, use the whip. 3 damage. That's the most I've seen from us cracking the whip. Not ideal. Not a good sign. But I need to do that, just get their attack up. And perfection. What do you got, Buckeyes? They have waited. Good, a disarm missed. Alright, don't like that he hit, but we do have a cutthroat right before us. Let's try to kill him. That didn't quite work. Our can make it happen, though. Nope. No, he can't. Whip him a couple times. Alright. Luck is not on our side today, not yet anyway. We're gonna keep waiting, though. Perfect. Not as good. He did get into our front line now. In a bit of trouble there. Alpha male strike, but then shield immediately. You are way too low on health. I probably should have waited to see if I couldn't knock him unconscious. Zucchini, we've got to move in on this guy right here. Yes, you could die from 1 hit. So actually I will shield wall you. Let's get right here, and can I whip somebody? Yeah, I'm gonna whip Bubbly here for the mace, and I'm gonna release a dog. Just get us a nice little surround bonus. Bubbly, could you make it happen? Yes, sir. Yes, you can. Unfortunately, the mace goes first. Fortunately, he missed. Okay, he hit both of our dudes and missed his dude, so that makes me a little upset. Let's focus down the cutthroat, maybe. Keep him there. Yeah, keep him there. Hopefully he misses. He chooses not to do anything. Perfect. Let's go here and get rid of that cutthroat. Nope. Mildew can possibly do it. He does. And he can net. Which I think I will. I think I'm going to do it on the Mace Outlaw right here. He scares me the most. Even though these guys have axes, that mace... a little bit more frightening. For me, at least. Perfect. It did not lower anyone's morale, though, unfortunately. Let's just stab this dude. And this dude. Just full-blown assault. Perfect. Alpha male did great. Very proud of him. Now what I could do is send Bubbly up here to try and knock out this guy, which I will. And he did. Perfect. Jeff here is in huge trouble. Try to attack. You missed, and your spear won't do that much damage. Just try to live. Basil, I'm not so worried about you, but if he does manage to land a hit, you're in trouble. Especially since you're already breaking. And he did no damage. Hopefully he just breaks a shield. I have plenty of those. Little battle brother making me proud. Proud as ever. Nice, we're doing alright so far. Strike at the sky. He goes. He misses both. Perfect. So not only do we keep our shields, but he is embarrassed, and we can point and laugh at him. Please stab him. You missed, but his turn's done, so let's go ahead and surround him. That whip's not going to do anything. I already called it. Zucchini, do I want you again to kill? I don't care. No risks. No playing it dangerous. Let's get rid of him. Perfect. Keep up the assault. That guy still has some armor on him. Could we disarm them? Anybody? Take a chance, or you can give Alpha Male here the encouragement he needs to finish the job. Yeah. I do love Nomad Outlaws with whips, because they usually got some decent armor or whatever. Free kill for them, because they're whip. They're not deadly. They don't use them very effectively. Unless you're naked. Then you're in some trouble. Jeff, make it happen. You didn't. He does not go first. Perfect. He, no funny business. Just clean him up. And he's routing. Perfect. Okay, that's some free armor for us. So long as the dog doesn't chew through it before we get a chance to take it. Spectacular. That was about as clean as I could ever ask for. 2 good helmets and stitched nomad armor. I didn't realize that last guy we were attacking had this. 80 armor for 8 fatigue. I love those. Oh, yeah. I like to imagine this is the last dude we shanked. It was just a gang initiation. So absolute blessing for our first few minutes of gameplay here. Yes, he's very angry. He's blind. And he's bleeding a lot. It's probably because he's blind. He can't tell where to solve himself and fix it. Pretty good melee skill. That's what I like about the Indebted, at least. Their skills, initially, can at least be decently high. They're nothing for me to complain about. The only issue is, for the Manhunter origin, they cap out at level 7. So what you're seeing right now cannot get that much better. These are excellent helmets. 125 for 8 fatigue, and you're a little more blind using it. Not too big of a problem. Jeff, I noted you for the back line, but yeah, front line, too bad. I need meat for the front lines. Origin Smorigin, of course. Get some more attack. I do like your fatigue. Can make you good for either maces for knockouts, or like the swishy blade. What's that southern blade you get with the DLC? I don't even know. I'd argue for more health, but I do like your initiative being high. Because then I could give you dodge now. Boom. Next turn, backstabber. Yeah, in fact, you are getting this brand new pole mace we got, so you can knock dudes unconscious. The pierce chest is low on your fatigue currently, but that should be higher within time. And actually, now I got a pike. I forgot that I got that pole mace, so with a extra pike, I can use a brand new backliner. That could be Jeff, because naturally he's alright with range defense. Yeah, it's decent for that. Yeah, my only gripe currently is how torqued off these Indebted usually are after getting captured. But it'll be fixed in time, and soon they'll be more like Alpha Male here. In good spirit, perpetually. Besides one dude with a regular southern head wrap, everybody's got a good helmet on, and half the team has something that you could call armor, and not something to store produce in. So that's satisfying. Like clockwork, we'll hopefully be doing more fights like that, just simple little battles to get us more indebted, increase our numbers, and get us some good booty. 910 crowns to take out a nomad camp. Now, our numbers are only at 12, so I can't imagine that's too difficult. But am I willing to risk it for 910 crowns? That kind of worries me. Hunt down and terrorizes the Ahab. That's beasts, which the pay would be okay. But fighting beasts at this stage is just not usually worth it. We have 2 light of armor. I can easily get chewed through. I would almost like to go up north. With some contracts for them. Contracts that are hopefully easier. Up north to find cheap food, tools, and whatever else. Definitely medicine. Keep using that up. And here's a site, some peasants. From where? Langholes? Langholes, a little forest settlement all the way up there. So, how did peasants from all the way up there get down here? That is a curiosity. I want to do a few things different this challenge. It's new. Why not? I think one of those includes a little bit of raiding. These peasants here are very conveniently far away from their home settlement. All the way up here, which is this northernmost faction. I think I could get away with raiding them for now, and then later, way later if I really wanted to, I'll just try to make friends with them. I'll make amends. But for now, we want indebted. These poor saps are just sitting there, waiting for their fate. Oh, they're falling back. Trying to make me feel bad. Oh well. You'll need a lot more pixels than that to make me feel bad. They formed the goose formation. Wasabi had 2 peasants surrounding him at that point and immediately started losing his nerve. We've got a long way to go. Alright, my northern flank is about on the brink of fleeing. I'm facing peasants, and I feel like this is turning into a dramatic battle. What is wrong with us? Shoot. Alright, I partially feel bad. But, ooh, 44 crowns. Free money. What was I sad about? I don't remember. And look at that, wow. I don't remember him being one of those peasants. That looks way too ferocious. He's definitely hiding nearby. Alright, old Boardwalk here was that first indebted we captured. I just renamed him. Rotundernator here is the new indebted. He's fodder. He's not that good. Melee defense ain't that bad. We'll go ahead and put shield in your resume just so I know there is use in some planet for you. Alpha male. My guy. Let's get him some levels. Bit in survivability. Increase the probability that he does not die. Good old alpha male will also get backstabber. I think most of the indebted could benefit from this. Flat 10% bonus to hitting enemies with a surround. Especially since we outnumber them. Yeah, we might face tougher enemies sooner, which will either be hordes of them, or it might be just small groups of elites, which backstabber would work perfectly. Skauna. That's a fun name to pronounce. Alright, back here we got a whole bunch of damage that will be healed within a day or so. Some dirty beggars who I'd totally hire. Would it be cool if I could just hire these guys and then enslave them? And boom, indebted. Probably a little cheap to do that with a hedge knight. Alright, good news is they do have some cheaper stuff here. Namely nets. Can't get enough nets these days. Also some amber shards. Aren't that bad. The food is fish, not terribly priced. These medical supplies are not bad either for their price. And we're gonna need tons of those. And I will have to buy more fish. It's about as expensive as rice is down south. Their cheapest commodity. One more bandage, because we have 2, so let's make it an even 3. Go ahead and put that on somebody who doesn't need to attack always. Zucchini frontline, sure. Now that we're up north, I realize I kind of want to go back south. I forgot about our ambition here. Complete contracts for the city-states. Can't really do that up here. Most of our wounds will heal in a day. So, I think to not waste time, I'm gonna pay. Go back to Dahab and complete at least one of these. Probably the Beasts one. I'm willing to bet it'd be easier, but I want to rest a bit. I risk that going away, but I'll take it. Actually, first let's sell the amber shards here, first and foremost. I think that's about all I want to sell. I don't need so many slings. I don't need that. Not those things. Not so many pitchforks. Clubs, I actually like for certain encounters. Militia spear is useless. That helmet's kind of destroyed, but we might be able to use it. Plenty of shields to replace any we have broken. Alright, we gained back a good bit of change. And now we wait. Boom. It's mid-afternoon, and yes, a lot of our wounds have healed. We still have some. Not my favorite, but that's alright, we'll deal with it. Also, I'm out of tools. Tools up north are pricey. These ones are about the same price, though. I do need them, though. I'll just take them here. Up north, they were just as expensive at the smaller villages. We'll hunt down your monsters for you. Okay, can I take that back? They're going across the channel. If they're sea monsters, I don't know if I can do that. I'm not Odysseus. 9 serpents. Oh, great. Are you kidding me? 9 serpents? You think I could take on 9 serpents, game? Can I get anyone or anything to help me fight these serpents? Is there anyone in this watchtower, anyone at all traveling around these towns that can help me against 9 serpents? Because I could do it, I just take damage. A lot of damage. I do have 8 indebted at least, so there is a room. In fact, I haven't been checking for recruitment. I do have 8 indebted. I could take on somebody else. Oh, they're trying to cut me off from the town. The snakes are strategizing. They know what's good. To Dahab, quickly. There's some peasants. I would absolutely take peasants too, just as eat fodder. Actually, I wouldn't. They just give the enemy morale. Caravan hands are alright, and as far as I'm aware, Manhunters too. Ain't terrible. Ain't terrible. This one's especially cheap, actually. Shoot, dang. However, what's also cheap is this nomad here. He's expensive to upkeep. But then again, I barely pay anything for anybody anyway. A free level up. I could hire 2 dudes, technically, and then reach my cap. The issue is, I'd be at the cap. If I lose any indebted, we're in trouble. But I'm playing the number games right now, doggy. This Manhunter ain't bad. He is paranoid, so his initiative stinks, but his defense increases. How's the Nomad? Now that is juicy. I could complain about the talents, but I cannot complain about 69 melee attack. This dude is a gem and must be protected at all cost. Alright, the Manhunter, Mr. Abdominal. He's okay. His talents are good, but could be better, so he's just frontline. The Beautiful here is beautiful. Can't imagine anybody better. Now, what would a beautiful man truly need? His resolve could be better, but so can everybody's, quite frankly. I want to give him more health. Keep him alive. Student early on. I don't think there's any... Colossus. Survivability's more important. Alaric, turn in your weapon. Let's go into this guy. And while I'm at it, your armor too. You don't need that anymore. Somebody else does. We are kitted out. Alaric, who was our Axeman, is now our Scythe Man. A little risky. His defense is not that great. Nor is his health or armor. In fact, I might change that. Alright, I switched Bubbly and Alaric around just so Alaric can be more tanky. However, he still makes me slightly nervous. I just don't know what else to do. I like the damage, I really do, so I'm gonna risk it. And if he dies, he's a miner, so he's not... No, not that miner. He's a Minecraft miner. Alright, I feel more confident to take on the serpents. I don't want the peasants, though. They're just free kills for the serpents. So let's avoid them. 15 of us should be able to take on 9 serpents. Should be in the keyword there. Almost made a grave mistake. Abdominal here didn't have anything. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. No fear. Show no fear. Let's go ahead and try to engage. Let's see what they do. They're going to attack. One hit boardwalk, and another one hit boardwalk. Alright, right away we lost a dude. There's another snake. And there's another one. Let's try to... Oh, we missed. Missing most of our shots are not going to win us any awards. And we lost another guy. I hate fighting snakes this early. It is way too early for this. And we keep missing. Because see, we did so much damage to him and he's still confident. They just won't falter. Or get hit. Probably should have shield walled. Definitely. I've lost how many dudes to snakes. These snakes are giving us the what for. Oh my goodness. No missions in Hikmah. Going to Ezim Shab now. Look at that, some free stuff. I'll always take that. Man, this town's a long way away. Just ran out of food. Hurry up. Get in there. Good, your ambush trade routes. And, I can't catch a break. Very expensive rice. Yes, thank you. Alright, what are these contracts? Beasts have set upon. Hunt down what terrorizes. No. However, these guys, we do destroy an uprising. I would gladly do that in a heartbeat. Finally, something we might be able to do without embarrassing ourselves entirely. Down to the plantation. They hardly outnumber us. Alright, keep your initiative up by just moving in and striking right away. Gray's neck and bleeding. Should probably die next turn. 74, I like those odds. Good thing I liked them. They worked out in my favor. Spectacular. Let's push up on these pitchfork-wielding indebted. Oh, smooth. He's already had enough. Kablammy! Nope, I guess not. Never mind. Alright, Mr. Beautiful, show him what you got. Oh, that was beautiful. Truly it was. Let's see what they do. Wait for them to come to us. We're at the advantage. And he might die naturally, so... Perfect. And that's all you got? Alrighty, they flee. These guys are not having a very good day, I'll say that. Well, this fight's pretty much over. Makes me feel a little bit better over what I had to do earlier. Spectacular. Not that much damage taken, and a whole bunch dealt. Pick Nomad Robes. I do love to see that. And, ooh, another free indebted. Those have turned into my favorite fights, just because of how simple they usually are. And you get so much I mean, it's all garbage, but it's stuff to sell. Welcome, Yeezy, to your destiny. To your fate. You're not actually that bad, so let's Gucci you out. Old Jeff here leveled up. Let's give him a good old Warriors level. I don't know. He rolled like garbage. Oh my goodness. I guess I do that. I don't know what to do with you, Buster. Perfect. And there's still daylight hours from which to trade. Alright, didn't get that much out of them, and our food is terribly low, which... Can I make it back to another town before we run out? Or not? Well, send it. I think we'll be fine. What is it, only an entire day's travel? With not even an entire day's food? It is a big concern for me. Morale's already been an issue. Dudes go hungry. It's unforgivable. They're gonna go hungry. We just can't traverse the desert fast enough. Yep, everybody's happy right now. And we got the town as soon as it triggered, and everybody is, oh my goodness, angry. Easy's useless. He's not even going to stay in a fight for more than 2 seconds. He's going to be thinking of food the whole time. What's this? Oh, a package. Krargau. Where's Krargau? That's fine. Can you find Krargau on the map? Yes, I can. It's right over here. That ain't that far. In fact, I could go to Dahab, sail to Wickstadt over there, and get that money. Yeah, let's do that. Easy money. Quick cash. We'll get some food here. We'll get a little extra food just because I'm nervous. In fact, I'll get some tools because they're not that expensive. Okay, we're doing a whole shopping spree. No new indebted. Alright, back up the town of my nightmares. Oh, shoot. Nomads. A horde of cutthroats. I couldn't save those civilians. Oh. I'm gonna take on these cutthroats. It makes me slightly nervous because our morale's low. Actually, I'm not nervous at all. Cutthroats are garbage. This will be an easy fight. Nothing to it. And another indebted. Another indebted named Bow Wow. Go ahead and give him a spear, and if you call him good, there ain't nothing else I can really give that man. Oh shoot, I could have given Rotundinator some armor. You realize that? Some of these dudes need knives too. Hand them out here and there. Zucchini leveled up, fortunately, so he can be a better frontline man. Spectacular. Mildew in the back line leveled up as well. That's spectacular. Yeah, let's raise that fatigue a bit. I did remember why I am having such issue with my brothers not leveling up. It is because of the modifiers. Minus 10% experience gained for dudes who are not indebted. And the indebted themselves barely do anything in a fight, so they do get 10% more, but they get capped out easily. I'm gonna switch out Bow Wow with Yeezy just because Yeezy doesn't even want to be here anymore. Back up north we go. Skauna. Cheap food, few amber shards. Could buy one more. Yeah, I will. Low on funds again. We got a few things to trade over at this big town. Hopefully get us a profit, and then we can complete that contract. Get this ambition done, and we'll be sitting pretty. Sitting like a bunch of handsome champions. No events in the town, but things still sell good. It's incense. I'm gonna sell all of that. I'll keep my equipment. Already I need more food. Man, these boys are hungry. 10 indebted to 7 Manhunters. I could grab somebody. Alright, I'm getting this guy. Militia. Please welcome to the field, Trau Latoitet. I didn't even give him a surname. He's average. Good starting stats, but not a man out of this world. I feel like I've been surviving so long this playthrough rather than thriving, conquering, making true money. Perfect, that contract's done, so we should wait, and there we go. Everybody is in decent spirit now. Most everybody. Easy's just always negative. So let's go to Brunenland. Wickstad. Oh, 2 different towns. I don't know what to do. Go to one or the other. I'm gonna pick up some food and bankrupt myself, picking up 2 dyes and some wine. Yeah, and some wine. And we're gonna go over to Wickstad here. We will rest outside the town for a little bit, and then enter the town to hopefully sell some things for a profit. Yeah, that's a profit of about 100 of the dyes, then 20 on the wine. About profit of 200 something. Not the best, not the worst. Nets are plentiful here, let's grab a few. This is a fighting one. I'll get paid a little bit. Alright, let's do it. Alright, let's chase down some brigands. I'm willing to bet these are raiders. I'm only getting paid just under 500 for them. Yeah, a marksman and some raiders. Give my guys the Adarga shields. They have 5 more range defense, and I'd prefer that. The typical shields. So that marksman's gonna snipe a few of us. I'm most worried about Jeff here. Then again, he's got Swift, so hopefully he can manage. And for the first time, I have 2 indebted in reserve, so I'm not as afraid of losing brothers. Oh. One of the first times an enemy's gone before me. They have a lot of ranged weapons. Somebody's getting hit with that weapon. With all his armor, I can't kill him fast enough. So that's unfortunate. We'll just kind of move here. Let them surround themselves maybe a little bit. I'm gonna rush some dudes around the flank here. A solid line. Alright, I do move first here. I could try to knock unconscious him. Let's try it. Alright, we at least deal damage, but nope, did not hurt him. Or stun him, I need to say. Let's wear this guy down. Oh. Go ahead and whip us. Good, he missed. He missed for now. Let's start surrounding them. Our marksmen are in a bit of trouble. Seeing as I'm fast approaching. Let's see what we can accomplish. Alright, Wasabi, I'm gonna ignore defense with you. Just attack. Okay, that wasn't bad. Shut down the ranged or get on top of this guy. Let's get on top of this guy, yeah, lower his resolve. He's blocked us off there, but all that means that they're far more limited in their capacity around here to defend their center. Perfect. Not so perfect, Boardwalk. Well, he's got shield walls, so hopefully he'll survive. Hit him twice with the stun attack, and it did not stun, unfortunately. Maybe kill him? Nope, hit the helmet. Uh-oh. Okay, 2 good hits on my Axeman. Beautiful whip, Mildew. Go ahead and inspire these men. Kill him. Lowers his morale. Slice his head off. Get on these guys. Bada bing, da boom, ba bada. Some of my guys do not have daggers. This guy doesn't have armor anyway. Do not like my beautiful man getting hit there, marksman. Why don't you sit down? Take a seat. Finally. And the beautiful here got hit a little bit. Nothing some tools can't fix. I always forget to scroll down on this. You got too many bros. Too many bros to manage. It's patched mail, coif, helmet. It's better weapons. Another bow with no arrows. And oh. This guy will pay me twice as much for that instead of the town I was in. Which, honestly, I'll do it. Give me that money. And take this guy with us. Let's get out of here. Cold. They're not a fan I did that, but I don't care. I don't need to go back there. Some bread, some wine. Could buy arrows here and give somebody a bow. Alright, bubbly. Level you up. What else does a bubbly man need? A little bit of health. A little bit of health can go a long way. And what's he good at? Melee skill, being in the front line. I could give him a two-hander, maybe. But I hesitate with that for the indebted, just because I don't think I could get them the proper stats to build up enough melee defense and melee attack to be a hardy frontliner. Here's what I am gonna do. Give him Swordmaster. Yes, I do give him a weapon, probably the sword, just because it has a bonus hit chance. Bonus hit chance. You can have a two-handed sword, which would then play into his high melee defense. Just a little bit. Thundernator. Yeah. Nothing speaking out about this guy. Sharkbait, I give you a break. I have redistributed arms and armor. And besides some dudes in reserve, we have finally graduated from anybody being armed with leather wraps or sackcloth, anything like that. They now have, let's see, who's the worst one here? Probably this armor here, 30 for the nomad robes, which isn't good. Those give you some fatigue too. Regular citizens outfits give you some defense for no fatigue. Anyway, that's a tangent. We have some armor. We have some weapons. I believe we're actually doing pretty well now. Onward. Hold on, I did just see, yeah, I saw something up here. You guys ain't getting away from us. Ooh, and a camp. Many raiders and some marksmen. Not the best. Okay, let's engage this first and foremost. Mo raiders, mo problems. They have no ranged elements, so they should charge. Nope. One of them's got throwing weapons. Can already tell from the way they're moving up. The beautiful here is actually wounded. I gotta be careful with him. I still feel alright about this. Far better than I would, let's say, oh, I don't know, snakes. Aha! I knew it! I knew he'd move up. Let's chill for now. Let's wait for them to try and hop on top of us. Just club that guy down in 2 hits. Or am I being dumb? Because now, in fact, that guy's going to probably move up here, give that raider a bit more defense. Good, the armor absorbed something. Did not do that much damage. Damage. Let's make our front line a little bit tougher. More skilled, I should say. Yeah, more skilled to prevent that. They're gunning for easy. Oh, I would be. Try to mace him. 2 hits on us. What would a chance of that? 38. Typical. Cool. Not cool. Far cooler. Easy, get some vengeance. Oh. Shield wall. Miss. We gotta kill this guy. Start lowering their morale. Kill him, or... Yeah, I get the kill. Look at all that morale just break immediately. Preemptively daggering before the enemy's truly defeated is not wise. I'm just being a little bit preemptive and lazy. Okay, didn't realize that guy was still throwing. I didn't get anyone in range yet. What can we do here? Easy's probably dead. Not the worst loss though. So this ensure nobody else tries to make a break for it. There he goes. That's probably what the Origin expects, just to be constantly losing, indebted like that. Not much I can do. Actually, there's plenty I could do. I could be more preemptive and defensive. I just am typically not. There we go. One more. Losing hope. And mass breakage. Perfect, that stunned him. Now I have zero fear. They're all making a break for it. Alright, lash onto this raider. Clean, crisp and clean. Nice. Nice job, Mildew. More armor, more weapons. Couldn't ask for anything better. More indebted. Say hello to Wushi, the Potter Man. I think some of these guys are better. I'll put them in. With some fancy new armor. Armor being equipped. Slowly getting upgraded. We found our stride. It took some time. Let's get some level ups in. Wasabi. Yeah, you're just there. Not sure what else to do with you. Wanted melee attack. I don't know. Sword. Boardwalk. Pretty much the same thing. Except they gave you fatigue for some reason. I'm gonna make you a mace. I will make you a mace. Just the abdominal. Front line. There we go. Going through the indebted is easy. Oh, I just realized the abdominal's not indebted. He's Manhunter. Oops. You don't look like indebted to me. I'd have given him all that anyway. Minus the health. We're sitting pretty good there. Could have done some things differently. Could have had smoother runs, but also could have had more failures. And at least for the beginning here, I just want to keep things moving. At least get to mid-game with this crew and see how we do. So any oopsie daisies that happen along the way from now on should stand as they are. The play won't change. The call will stand. Flag on the field, 5-yard penalty. What I'm referring to is absolutely nothing because nothing happened, man. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, on that note, we're going to pause it here because next time I believe we can take out this den in the middle of the night. Do a night raid on them, steal some booty, take some more armor. Just sell it. Just make more money. Make a whole bunch more money so that way, alongside my cruddy indebted, I might eventually find some brothers worthy of battle. Gladiators, hedge knights, raiders, nomads, all the likes.